as you can see, the transmission is missing, which means it is time to continue on the interior. So today is going to be sound deadening the interior of this door. Gotta peel this all back and keep it in nice enough position that I can reinstall it a little bit later. I find that making sure it stays stuck in one place works pretty well for that. And then once this is off, I gotta go back in here. Go on, get in there, stay on there. There you go. Once this is off, I gotta go back in there. Oh, let me turn the flash back on. There we go. I gotta go back in there. I'm gonna do the kill mat on the outer door skin right there. And then I'm going to do the foam matting over top of the kill mat. The foam matting, you want to get as much coverage as you can possible. The kill matting, I've read a bunch of different debates on whether or not the actual sound deadening needs to be 100% coverage or 20% coverage or 50%, I don't even know. So I do as much as I can without making it too heavy. And then I'll also do some of the inside bits, like in this door, you can see I've done the interior panel here that screws in. I've probably done a few other things in there as well. I've done like the bottom of here. So on this back door, I'm gonna have to do the same. So kill mat on the inside, foam over the kill mat, and then anything else I can kill mat to stop the vibrations. And then they make a nice solid thunk sound when they close. Let's see if this one will make it. Gotta make sure I can close it because there's no gap or anything here. So I don't know if it'll make a, yeah, nice and solid. And this one, not solid. So we're gonna go for solid. And then I'm gonna finish the roof. And then I need to start doing down the D pillar, the C pillar, the B pillar, and the A pillar with the kill mat. So I'm gonna start working my way down once I'm done with this door. So let's set this up and let's get going. Sound deadening, tally ho! This door has now been dead inside. Well, at least it's deadened. So no more vibrations. But I still need to put the foam down. I gotta go find that. I think I left it inside. I gotta put the foam down on the inside liner here, and then I'm gonna put some more kill mat probably here and a little bit down here to stop this from vibrating with sound waves and stuff like that. And maybe on this panel here to stop that from vibrating as well. So yeah, that's where we're at now. Once we're done with that, we'll go on to the ceiling. I figured I'd show you guys my parts wash station. So here's all the cleaned stuff. Here's all the stuff that's drying. There we go. How's that? So these are all bagged up by where they came from. Some of these are going to need a rust bath. We're using this stuff, which seems to be working pretty well. I mean, that's what it was before. And, you know, that's what it is now. And so, you know, some of these, like the battery support bolts, those are rusty, so those are going to have to go in and get de-rusted. And then I've got, oh, let me turn that back on. I've got these things, which I'm going to take to the underside of the car in certain specific metal places, like some of these little bits here and surface rust there, and that's all gonna get a good metal brushing, and then some rust resistant primer, base paint, etching, whatever, I don't know. Don't understand how he's such a good hunter. He's eating some poor little animal right now, but he wears a bell, like an actual bell around his neck that ding-a-lings when he walks. He's got a flabby belly pouch that swings like, I don't know, a mailbox or a tavern sign in a D&D game. Just swings wildly. And he has no front claws. So how? I'm pretty sure that's a bird. Like, they have wings. How? Unless all these orange leaves are giving him perfect camouflage because he finally blends in instead of looking like a wild pumpkin sitting in the middle of a green grass yard. This is my transmission. Ooh. It came back from Monkey Wrench Racing, so now I have an M Factory limited slip differential in there. Yay! So I'm gonna clean that up a little bit more and then put it all back in the car with a new Exetti clutch I got down there. It helps to have good friends who will pull on torque wrenches for you while you hold the crankshaft from rotating. So, sorry guys, but we have skipped a bunch of stuff. Currently tightening up the flywheel bolts for the new flywheel. I have my new Exetti clutch right over here and my pressure plate. Got my new throwout bearing over there, some stickers over there, some dirty oil over there, Garrett's skin right there, and some underbody stuff because I need to clean up those motor mounts and get those sprayed on and cleaned up. So right now what Garrett's doing, and I'll come over here so I can show you guys, he is marking all of these bolts after we've tightened them to 36 foot-pounds, which is the OEM foot-pound spec. Now that they've been tightened to 36 foot-pounds, what he's going to do is he's going to go in and rotate them 90 degrees. The reason they tell you that flywheel bolts are supposed to be, hold on, I'm not holding the other side. Hold on, let me get back over there.
You're good.
You good?
Yeah.
Okay. The reason they tell you that is these are torque to fail, which means these bolts get torqued until the threads literally start to deform, and that's what holds the flywheel safely onto the crankshaft. I'm gonna go over and hold the other end now so he can finish tightening. As you can see, I've already got the cable bushings in. Those were actually really easy to put in. We got one of the steering rack bushings in. Those are a pain. And there's some wonkiness that I'll show you guys later with that too. But I need to do some cleaning down here, and then clutch will be on and the transmission will be back in shortly. So I'm gonna go hold the crankshaft and we'll get it done. So, all the bolts are now at 90 degrees from 36 pounds. So now what we need to do is get some brake cleaner and clean off the mating surface of the flywheel. And then we'll grab the clutch alignment tool and get the clutch and the pressure plate lined up on that, and then get them pushed into here. Keep it all lined up while we tighten down the pressure plate. And we do need to lube the dowels as well. Phone. So as this is my first transmission, we just kind of did our best, and I don't know, I hope I did the right things. I hope I did it all right. So the alignment tool we pushed in, as far as we could. There's some, I don't know if you can see, there's a little bit of like peeling up where it was going in stiff. And then it doesn't, like, and I'd never seen this online before, but it doesn't actually, when you put it in, it's real sloppy. Like, there's a ton of play, and I wasn't sure if that was supposed to be that way, or if it was wrong, or I don't know. We watched a bunch of videos, and it all looked like the tool went in further. But in this one, there's no further place for it to go. So what we ended up doing is just having me hold it after measuring around the edges, because you can feel the clutch plate in there, and kind of hold it in place with my hands in a bunch of different places and with the center piece. And then Garrett smacked this onto the dowel rods that we lubricated earlier. These ones. Okay. Those ones. No, this one does not like to focus. So smacked it on, that held it in place, and I'm about to put the bolts on now. I mean, come to think of it, it shouldn't really matter, because once you put the transmission in, the input shaft, or the whatever shaft goes in there, is gonna align it anyways. But I don't know, I feel like it should be centered or something. I don't know, it feels wrong. It feels wrong to put it in and be like, yeah, center enough. Yeah. The kitty. Yes, Tigger. Such a floof. Oh, excuse you, you little turd. Somebody's a little feisty today. Time to do a bit of painting. So I got these things. These are all rough. They've been brake cleaned and prep sprayed. They are ready to go. Just set up a little cardboard shenanigan here, and I'm gonna set them in and spray them, and then go from there. So yeah, I'm gonna put a couple of these back on the counter. This one I'm throwing away. This is rusty, and I am not keeping that. That is getting thrown away. But these three are getting painted. surface prep, masking, shake well, 2 coats, refer, blah, 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 blah. So we're gonna shake well. All right, that ought to be good. Let's see how we're looking here. Ooh. Okay. There we go. Man, this stuff has bad texture. But there. So I did not paint the bottom yet. I'm gonna let this sit and dry for a bit. Yeah, I'm gonna have to switch this around because the wind's blowing this way. So after I'm done with these, I'll flip this around and keep them in a protected spot so nothing blows on them. There you go. Battery cover. This is one of the trans mounts, I believe. One of the brackets for different things on the trans. Put it there. There we go. That ought to do it. So I'm gonna flip this around and let this dry. And then we'll come back out and do the other sides of them once they're dry. And then we'll do another coat later. Let's get this one. It's, oh no! Oh, I made a mess. That part doesn't matter. It doesn't care. Okay, let those dry, and then put the trans back in.